go. Crash and flow.
Oh, we're already rolling.
Oh, are we? Okay.
Yeah, we've been rolling.
So
but yeah.
the worst part about it is that they make you do an enema.
Yeah.
And I was telling you about this, right? And
Right.
you were helpful because I was like, okay, if enema is you know what an enema is?
Yes, I know what an enema is.
What is an enema?
It's the washing of your colon.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that was an enema.
Okay.
Okay.
What did you thought it was?
I thought anything could be an enema.
It was a thing that's underneath that sticks to shells in the ocean.
No, I thought that's an anemone. But I thought an enema was anything going up your ass is called an enema.
No.
Yeah, no. An enema is like a liquid.
Yes, it's a liquid. Yeah.
So I went to get this thing, and the guy
To purchase the nozzle.
Yeah, it's a nozzle thing.
Yeah.
And this old pharmacy dude was like, he's like, I know exactly where it is. And he put his hand on me. It's just funny.
He's like,
and he went to get it and he got. So
you're about to experience some shit.
what you helped me with was that I was going to have my wife help out somehow.
Yeah.
And then after talking to you, I was like, yeah, you can't
No, you can't do that.
You can't breach that line.
No, nothing.
And I told her that I'm not. And she's like, how you can't do it. You know how you are. Because she knows how I am with my own butthole. Like,
Right.
Once she dropped penicillin, right? And I was like, hey, that almost went into my asshole.
Okay.
And I was like very stern about my asshole.
Were you wearing pants at the time?
I was wearing pajamas.
Okay,
Right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
just like
it's
early
fine.
in the morning. And
Yeah,
this
yeah.
thing I thought was, I don't know what was happening. All right. Sometimes you lose your mind when something's happening around your asshole.
All right, yeah.
Anyways. So,
So she said you might need some help, and you were refusing it.
No,
you
I
say
was,
no.
no.
I got this one.
I
I'll
got
figure
this
it out.
one 2 hours before this damn thing. I go buy this thing. I get it in me. Alhamdulillah. I didn't think I would, but honestly, there was this huge point of shock when you couldn't get it in because it felt like now you're gonna have to put something inside of you forcibly,
Yeah.
which is the scariest feeling I think I might have ever had. Going
And you lived in
unconscious-
Houston.
dude. No, seriously, it was the most scariest feeling.
Yeah.
Trying to get this small something to half the diameter of your pinky.
Yeah.
Trying to get that up my butthole
Yeah,
and
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
it doesn't want to go.
Yeah.
And then
One-way street, man.
Alhamdulillah, dude.
You're programmed.
yeah, and like I said a prayer, and then I got it. As soon as you get a little bit in,
Yeah.
you're able to get all the way in.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my god, I had so much gratitude.
Yeah.
And then Faraz like asking me, he's like, how's it going in there? I'm like, I can't talk.
Yeah. I don't want to
Talking
talk
time is
while this
over.
is happening.
She's like, got it. All right. So yeah, I got it in there, man.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
It took me 2 tries actually, because
Okay.
once I thought I did it, and then I didn't. And
You
then I
didn't.
had to do it.
So-
All right, now here's the scariest part. Yeah, you have questions along the way?
Yeah, I do. When you squeeze the liquid in,
Yeah.
are you supposed to launch the liquid out right away, or do you like keep it with you when you go to the doctor?
So once you get it inside of you,
Yeah.
within mere seconds almost,
Yeah.
you have this intense desire
Yeah.
to get it out of
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
To get it all out of you, it requires
Post-haste.
Yeah, it's like I want out. Alhamdulillah. So you do that,
Yeah.
and then they tell you to drink 1 liter of water. So I drank that, and then guess what? That wants to come out
Does
immediately.
the water up your butt count part of the quota of the
No,
liter?
no, they were like minus this. No, it was all right. Water was. I was trying not to eat. I don't know if they said not to or not. I just figured it's a good idea not to.
Yeah.
So I just I'll drink a lot of water, and then that came out, and then off to the huge place that says ultrasounds and X-rays by Aaron Mills Mall.
Okay, but it doesn't say butt ultrasounds and
No,
X-rays. It just
yeah.
says so. It could be for anything.
It could be for anything.
Right.
They don't specialize,
Yeah.
and I wish they did, because I feel like that place would be properly equipped with all sorts of smaller things that can go up your ass rather than what these folks had.
Yeah. This is for the regular one that goes down your throat,
Yeah.
and these ones over here
man.
for the true tight asses. Well, congratulations. You were able to get it all done by yourself without any assistance from anyone else.
And then I went to see a hijabi lady.
No way.
I know, that's what we didn't want.
This is exactly what we didn't want.
I think what you said is like a very attractive hijabi lady.
Yeah.
No, this was like a mother age hijabi lady.
You know what?
Yeah.
It doesn't make it better.
It definitely does not.
Like now it's an auntie
Yeah.
that you might see at a fundraising dinner at Islamic Relief.
Exactly. What if I run into this lady at
There's a
Square One
higher
Mall?
chance you might run into this person than anyone else.
Isna Square One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
She's like, Syed, bend over. And-
how are your results?
How are they?
Are you okay?
Prostate good?
You know, she's talking to all of her friends about it.
Yeah, this is Syed. Remember the one that started laughing when I tried to ultrasound him.
All right. So was it her that was actually doing the
Yeah, man.
thing?
She was.
Dude, it's like we manifested a hijabi.
I think we should have.
I think we should have kept our mouth shut.
We should have kept our mouth shut. And I thought about it. I was like, this is embarrassing. She's okay now. I'm just gonna pull your underwear down. I'm like, come on, man.
Don't tell me, just do it.
So they show you the stick, and she can see the look in my eyes, and she goes, "We don't put all of it up here."
Also, why is she showing you the stick?
Yeah, right.
When you go
I
to
think
vaccine,
legally they have you.
Really?
Yeah, I think it seemed that way.
Okay, when you go get your vaccine done, they don't hold the needle in front of you and be like, this is going in.
This is in.
You already know what's going down.
Yeah.
So like they don't have to show you, like it's almost like it's a power move.
Yeah, it's something. Because she was like, this is the jelly.
This is it. We're gonna make this disappear.
Dude, also really cool way to lube it. Because they can't touch the stick, as you know, because they're strangers, you know?
Okay.
So they take like what looks like one of those, you know, those frozen ice pops,
Yeah.
but full of jelly,
Uh-huh.
and they place it on top, and then they peel it in a way that it all gets on this
Oh.
thing. And I
So
was like,
basically, they're just avoiding like the motion.
yeah,
of them.
they're like, we're not doing this. We're not friggin' getting this hard to put up your ass. This is not a make-believe penis.
We're trying to avoid as much like imagery as possible that might trigger the person.
Ah. All right, so I'll tell you this as a best friend.
Yeah.
So what I learned is if you are young
Yeah.
and healthy, this is going to be a very painful experience.
Yeah.
So all the people who told me about what was going to happen, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
They were old dudes.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Because this is an old dude thing.
Right. So muscles are a little bit looser.
My father-in-law, my dad.
Yeah.
My dad made it sound like, you know what?
Yeah.
It gives me an idea how loose his muscles are. Like, but she couldn't get it in. Bro, she couldn't get it in.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where at one point she's trying. I'm like, hey, stop. That's her magic word. She said that's her Just say stop if it's hurting.
Yeah.
I was like, stop. And I turned to her, because, you know, that's how.
Right.
And I was like, so what are we going to do? Because I was like, we're not doing this anymore.
We need another approach.
What's plan B? You know, can you scan it like a grocery store? Like,
Is there a smaller one in a drawer somewhere?
I asked for a baby one. I swear to God, that's what I said. Is there a baby size? And she's like, that's for babies. That's not going to work for you. This auntie said, that's for babies. That's not going to work for you. She's like 60 years old with a hijab on. So she said, people do it. No, that's her. And she's like, people do it.
Yeah.
This happens to everybody. Everybody that comes in here gets one of these.
It's a universal size.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to man up.
Oh man! And to give you an idea where the nozzle for the enema is the size half your pinky.
Yeah.
This thing is your almost the biggest part of it is, I would say, almost your toe.
Oh yeah.
Almost your toe. I would
Right.
say like 70% of your toe.
Right.
But it's like this is, you know, it's a good.
Yeah, it's big.
It's more than a centimeter.
Yeah.
And then it gets.
She didn't have any
smaller.
tips or anything?
No, she said. So as the first time she started going, like, hey, just so you know, my reflex, I'm just gonna start laughing.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna keep it like I watched an online video. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna try to stay loose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna breathe in. Dude, you can't just stay loose when something's trying to go up your ass.
No, you don't.
Everything in your body's like, no, this is what we trained for.
Yeah.
Everything was like, no, keep it out. I'm breathing.
It's
My
a whole
ass-
life of you like trying to make sure things.
Yeah.
Yeah. You regulate not only do you regulate making sure nothing goes in, but you also regulate when things go out.
Oh yeah.
So like
Yeah.
the two-way process has been heavily guarded.
Dude, this is tighter than Bitcoin over here.
Fort Knox.
Yeah, I'm breathing.
Yeah.
My asshole is not. My asshole is like, "Huh, we're gonna suffocate. You know, like,
Yeah.
hold it together, men. You know, all my asshole is men, by the way. There's no gender equality.
You got like Spartans there holding the
yeah, that's
holding
the
line.
front line. And then, so this is our second time,
Yeah.
and then I'm breathing. I'm like, you know, like, give me a second. I'm trying to Wim Hof my asshole,
Yeah.
and she's like, I'm in. I don't even know. I was like, oh my God.
Wow.
You know?
What
Wow.
a magician.
And she's like,
What a
okay,
pro.
it's gonna stop hurting now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna take about 2 to 3 minutes. And I was like, hey, it's not. It's still hurting.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, now? I'm like, yeah, this hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said, oh, you must have really strong muscles down there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, And I was like, there's no way you could just speed this up now, cuz, right? And
Yeah.
she was like, because she was talking to me about other stuff. I was like, no, just
Right.
And then
She's
it was
like,
like,
so how was your Eid?
dude, it was like 3 minutes, and
3 minutes must have felt like an eternity. Hey?
it felt like 7.
Yeah.
yeah, it totally felt like 7.
Mm-hmm.
And she was a pro. She was like, she gave me a thing,
Mhm.
like a napkin,
Yeah.
and she was like, so they'll send you the results. Take care, Assalamualaikum. And she left because she could tell that I didn't want to be making any eye contact with a person who did this to me.
Yeah.
And I think that's because she's done this many, many times.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, Assalamualaikum. I was like, Walaikum salam.
As you scooted away.
And then I had my wife order me sushi.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. And then since then, I tried not to think of it,
Mhm.
but every now and then I'm like, why does my asshole hurt?
And you're like,
Oh, yeah, somebody put his shit up there.
Mm-hmm.
Ultrasound. You want to hear the worst part?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, like, I felt like a lot of this
No.
was-
The worst part is my prostate is only slightly bigger than it should be.
Right. So all of this
Only-
trouble,
Yeah.
and they're like,
Well, that's not the best. That's the worst part is they just, even though I'll get the official word from a radiologist and my doctor, they might just go like, oh, it's only slightly. You just live with your uncomfortable prostate. You pay. Now that's you. You pee 11 times a day.
uh-huh.
So your prostate is measured in grams,
Yeah.
right? It's not in millimeters, it's grams. So how
Right.
much stuff can hold in this prostate is how they measure it.
Oh, okay.
So
What's in it?
I
Like, how did they know the volume of it?
don't know.
Okay.
I think it's something to do with your bladder. I
All right,
think.
fair enough.
So a normal prostate on the high end, as high of a normal prostate can be, is 15 grams,
Mm-hmm.
and mine was 17 grams. So it's only a bit bigger. Funny thing is, they did an ultrasound outside, and they said it looks like it's 17 grams. And they go inside, and like, yeah, 17 grams. I'm like, shit, dude. Are you saying we knew this? But yeah, it's only a little bit bigger. And I said, what's the biggest prostate you've seen? And she's like, I've seen up to like 70, 80 grams. Potential
80
fraud. Yeah, 80 grams, if you can imagine.
Jeez. The tolerances of this situation is weird, right? It's like, all right, 15, normal, 17, slightly, and you're already peeing 8 times. Like, right? And then what's the guy with 70 grams? What's he doing?
I would like to take a look at him. I hope.
Is he not? Is he just peeing constantly?
I think he's just a huge.
He's just got like a catheter.
I
And that's it?
think he's gonna like 2 wheelchairs. They're like they do exist, but this is not a normal person.
One wheelchair for his prostate, the
100
wheelchair for him.
grams of prostate? What are your other organs doing? Nothing's gonna look normal if your prostate's 100.
Yeah, that's true.
What's the
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, his sphincter. I bet you it's a whole journey for her to get in his prostate. You're just like, we're going to the prostate.
The center of the earth.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah. It's
Is there any supplements that one could take to shrink the size of the prostate?
seeing a naturopath tomorrow.
All right, fair enough. Good stuff. I heard saw palomino is good for the prostate.
Ooh.
Hold on, let me
My-
do a quick look.
While you're doing that, so my father-in-law gave me a bottle of prostanium, which is
It sounds like it's gonna
Yeah.
change it. It's gonna change your prostate to adamantium.
dude. It's one of those Ayurvedic
Yeah.
shebang bangs.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't. It's how little I know about it.
Yeah.
But what do we got?
Primary use of sulfa is to treat benign prostatic hyperlapsia, and non-cancerous enlargement of the prostate gland. Boom.
Okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm out here.
No. Yeah. Trust me.
Researchers aren't really sure how it works, but it contains plant-based chemicals that can be effective against BPH.
Dude, hey, come on, Yasin.
Yeah.
First off, who wrote? This is somebody trying to make sure you don't. Nobody knows how it works, but it works.
Whatever, man. Saw palomino. Let's freaking go.
The reason I might take this is because what they do recommend is something called Flomax.
Mm-hmm.
And the Flomax side effects are literally itchiness, runny nose, and then I think it's not internal ejaculations.
Oh, yeah. Then you'll pee it out.
Yeah, you jizz into your bladder.
Yeah.
And then you pee it
It's
out.
horrible.
Yeah, I'm like, no, how about I ask a witch,
Yeah.
Like, let me talk to a witch, and then I'll figure out what's
Yeah,
happening.
don't do any of those.
I'm not
things.
doing any Flomax.
No. Get the frick out of here, dude.
They
No,
wanted to give it to me the day he put his finger up my ass. He was
Yeah.
like, "You want Flomax?"
Right.
And I was like, "What are the side effects?"
Yeah.
He's like, "They're not good." I was like, "Then I'm not." I'm like, and he was like, "The only other thing you can do is do asshole ultrasound
Mhm.
to make sure you don't need it.
Mhm.
And then, I'm going to every link to not take Flomax. I even had a
Sal Palomino.
Sal Palomino. Sounds like
Mhm.
an Italian soccer player.
I thought it was made from like wood, like when you saw, you get like wood dust, and they
Mhm.
take that and they pack it in.
Yeah.
Somehow that's good for you.
Hey, that sounds really manly. I like that. Like,
But yeah, take that stuff. I've taken it before.
it can't hurt.
No, it won't.
Yeah.
Like
It's
the
not gonna
dosage
friggin'
level's crazy.
Flomax
It's
me.
like yeah.
Fuck this, man. I have a really high pain threshold for things, but like this
That wasn't great.
This isn't fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a big psychological component of it as well. So
Yeah.
definitely,
You don't want pain anywhere on your body. If somebody was to do that to your nose, it's
like
you know.
sharp.
But like your butthole is like, and your pee hole, even like if this escalates, they start going up your pee hole.
Yeah.
I can't even. I'm like, you're gonna have to pull me out because I might kill you.
We're gonna have to fight.
Yeah, I might get into a fit of rage.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah.
Start taking your supplements.
I'm gonna take some Sal
Sorry.
Palomino.
Start shrinking that shit, bro.
You got that, Sal?
Get that to 9 grams. Make
Yeah.
that real roomy in your
I'm gonna
bladder.
Take that and prostonium.
Prostonium is a crazy name, dude. It's too
Dude.
close to like metallic,
Yeah,
like
it's fantastic. That's how you know it works.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was talking to Asad Moat, and he was like, "Oh, it should be called prostate." That's also my brother. I forget. I was like, "Damn, bro, you
That's
nailed
great.
it." Yeah, you need to write a Yogi a letter.
Yeah, or just take Sal Palomino and then after call it prostate.
Like in the Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I would get it from the place that we went to, Healthy Planet.
Healthy Planet. Okay,
Yeah, Healthy Planet is where I would go because they have like
the good.
they have 4 or 5 versions of the same thing,
Mhm.
and all you need to do is look at the price,
Right.
and you see the one that's $10 more expensive than the one beside
Yeah.
it. Then you go on Google,
Yep.
and then you type in that, and you say that versus something else, and make
Mhm.
sure that one wins.
Yep.
And that's the one you get.
That's how I got my enema.
Yeah.
And then I asked an old man because
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, this guy."
Right. He's got a couple.
he's had this done.
Right. He even put his hand on your back like.
It's gonna
you're
be
about-
alright.
yeah. It's gonna be
That's
something
the
for
first
you,
thing the lady said was like, "You're really young to have this happen."
bro.
I was like, "Thank you."
Yeah, that doesn't make me feel good
That does not
because
make me feel
I
good.
went to a clinic when they had to check some anomaly in my retinas.
Oof.
Dude, I don't normally do well with eye stuff,
Mm.
and then it just so happens that, of course, Allah decides to test you on the thing that you're like,
Oh,
this
man.
is the thing that you
Yeah.
already have like a your sensitivity to. It's going to be a tough one for you, and then you got to go through that. I go into this clinic, dude, and everyone there look like they have cataracts, and I look like the intern.
All right.
And I'm just sitting there, and eventually I get called into the office. So I was waiting there for like an hour and 30 minutes. This guy's a specialist, right? And I'm freaking out. This was
Yeah.
2 years in the running. I mean, 2 years of me going to one specialist, and then they're like, maybe you do, maybe you don't, maybe you do have this. So like, and the thing is like, it's glaucoma. Like you're gonna slowly go to blind. I'm like, yeah, if you get glaucoma when you're 60, you're good. You got like 20 more years. You can kind of manage this. I don't want it at this age. And I get into the room, and so like I said, it was like because they have to check after years, 6 months to 12 months is when they're checking, and eventually they still saying 2 specialists are like, yeah, we don't know, but we're gonna start putting you in meds, but let's put you in contact with a surgeon. And this guy goes in, and he's a very specific surgeon for glaucoma.
Whoa.
He goes in, and I'm waiting in the room, and I don't even want to sit. I'm already so agitated
yeah.
for like 2 hour, like an hour and 15 minutes. I've just agitated myself to a level that I'm almost breaking point.
Right.
He comes in and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Don't. Hey, how you doing, me?"
Yeah.
Right. The first words out of your mouth needs to be, "You're going blind or you're not going blind." That's
Right.
like kind of like all I want to
say
hear
what
from
we
you.
need to say. All right.
And then he's like, no, relax. Just sit down. Sit down. And then after he looks in my eye, looks in my other eye, he's like, yeah, you don't have glaucoma. It's a twisted bundle. And then he wrote something down.
Yeah.
And then after he's like, you have any questions? I'm like, yeah, I have a lot of questions.
my God.
Why is there 4 specialists, including my regular eye doctor, can't identify this thing? And you're doing it without a scan.
Right. He's just looking at you
Yeah.
and telling you got twisted bundles.
What the frick is this? Well, let me sign out of that.
It's like that's why I went to school for 72 more years. I can tell you what a twisted bundle is.
Let me just sign out of my Xbox.
You're signed into your Xbox?
Yeah.
Damn. This world's gone crazy. This grown-ass man from here is signed into his Xbox. They used to have cord controllers. He's logged into his Xbox from here.
I actually don't even know how to... Oh, here we go.
He doesn't even know how to get out of the Matrix. His Xtrix. We got out of this house. But oh, shit.
God damn it.
What are you trying to... Somebody's trying to play with you?
Yeah.
They're like, come online, Yasin.
How do I turn myself off or get out of this thing?
Girl. You know you want that. Boop.
5 friends recently sent. There's gotta be a way, right?
We could try to ignore it if it doesn't come in the thing.
True. It's just that I would like to...
Yeah. Or if it does come in a thing, we can make it a game. Like, hey, if you hear this sound, we have to switch the subject.
Here, game bar. I can bring that down. There we go. At least it won't buzz. Anyway, yeah.
What were we talking about?
The eye specialist of all eye specialists.
Yeah.
So I get out of this clinic, right? I ask, do I need to do special checks? What is the thing that I need to do after this? He's like, no, just regular eye stuff now, right? You don't have to do anything extra. And I could not imagine, because this was the first time that I Googled, when I was Googling to see, to find a way for me to be able to make myself feel good that I didn't have this thing. I went through like Google results to like 15, and there was no mention of what he said I had. Right? So it's incredibly rare what I have, right? Essentially, I think what it is that there are vessels in my retina that overlap each other as opposed to like flat. So there's like more, like it's just more blood vessels on top of each other, which makes my retina look thin when they do the scan. Yeah. And so, but not written anywhere in any text that I could find, right? Again, this was like maybe about 6 years ago or so. And this guy's just looking at it. It's like, oh, what's this guy is? How special is he? You know what? He wasn't even that old. He was a brown dude. He's a brown dude. He looked like he was youngish. Like I would say, like tops 38.
That's for there, because they don't even start really practicing until like end of their 30s sometimes.
Yeah, which I'm surprised why this guy knows this.
Maybe he's more recent, and he's like, I just learned this.
There's
a secret podcast we listen to.
Yeah, so I left. And in the parking lot, I like dropped on the ground, prayed.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, this might be one of the greatest, news I've ever had.
If you've been flirting with going blind, and then you find out it's just, hey, you know what? That thing you've been praying for, you don't even have to do anything.
Yeah, nothing.
You're like, I'm gonna go make weather.
What a day! But
I got my thing down. I'm like, I'm gonna go. I just went to the masjid early. I'm like, I'm going. I don't want to be here.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
Wife was real cool about it. She's like, so few things we have in common. Because if you're having a pregnancy, they've gone in you and with exactly the same stick.
Okay.
Exactly the same stick.
I see. Why pregnancy?
They got the ultrasound shit in there all the time, dude.
Really?
Just to make sure things are where they're...
I thought they go through the primary entrance.
They do all sorts of stuff.
Man.
They probably do, but that's, I don't know how,
Man, it sounds like at this point, they're just like, hey, should we probe?
Yeah. Well, we have one.
We can see more. We can see like the other side of the...
Yeah.
The
I don't think they go through the same door, but it's the same stick. So it's just like she's trying to have some camaraderie with.
Oh, okay, I
the
see.
Stick.
Then you got to be like, hey, not the same thing.
No, it's.
I mean, like that. You know what? There was an attempt.
I was there when I saw the blade, and then they did this, and a line of blood went on the doctor's screen. So I was just like, she can have it. Yeah. Literally, that happened. I saw them pick the blade.
Yeah.
Do this, and then a line of blood was on his face. And I would
and he's like, just a regular day.
This is just above the curtain. And I'm just like, she's like, how's everything going? I'm like, good. It's like Dexter, literally, It's crazy.
Oh my God. Apparently Dexter's coming back.
Okay. We'll see how it goes. I mean, you know how it is. There's a time and a place. You in a way, you never want them to push it. In a way, you're always hoping that somehow they push it and somehow,
Well, you know what? Dexter crashed and burned before they even got to their finale. That's the problem, right? Season 1, 2, and 3, you're like, good Lord, this is a fantastic show. It's slightly comedic. It's oddly bright for the darkness of the subject matter.
Yeah.
It's always sunny, like most of the time when you see Dexter. And then
It's always about murder. Every show ends with murder, and you're kind of like rooting for the murderer.
right,
You're like,
you
I
know,
hope he gets away.
and then all of a sudden, his sister is in love with him.
Adopted sister, yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, I know, but I mean, it matters if somebody hasn't seen the show. It's a good show.
Right.
Yeah.
The first few seasons is a great show. I will give it to you. But
Yeah.
TV shows have a very hard time wrapping up their third
100%.
their third act.
It gets hard, apparently. I love, like, Lost, first 4 seasons, great. Even this, first 3 to 4 seasons,
Yeah, it was
very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. It's hard to wrap shit up.
You know, the main reason why they cannot bring it home is because when the original creator of the show, and we're talking like a good creator, you know, they know how to build out a story. They build out a story and they're like, okay, well, you know, we don't know if we're going to get picked up for more than maybe 2 seasons, 3 seasons. So they build out a story arc that fits what, you know, a regular trajectory of a show. And then the show is a huge hit. And then after the people who run the channels or whatnot, HBO, Showtime, whatever, they're like, hey, we want 5 more seasons. We want that plus a movie, right? So whatever you thought you were going to terminate it, we're not going that way anymore. You got to make it stretch. That's what they did with Lost. Lost was fantastic, but it wasn't destined to be that long of a show.
Yeah.
Many shows are like that. And then there's other shows where they keep the guy who runs it. Forgot what the guy's name for Breaking Bad. And they're like, hey, look, this is going great. We need 4 more seasons or 2 more seasons or whatever the number they gave him with. And he said, no, it's going to be 5 seasons. I think it's 5 seasons. It's going to be 5 seasons. We end when we end. That's it. You don't get anything more. And that's the way to go. Gillian something.
At some point, they show you this, like, big golden egg, and they're like, what about this? And they're like, that's the thing he must have turned down. There must have been a certain money.
Down so much
They're
money.
like, this, and he must have been like, 5 seasons, okay?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
You're like, I'll give you anything. We'll give you. And he's like, I think he agreed to spin-offs. Obviously, that's why we got Better Call Saul and stuff like that. But, like, yeah, he refused. He's like, this is the way how we're going to do it. And that show ended 10 years ago or something. Yeah. People still watching and going for the first time and still enjoying it.
There's always people watching that show. There's like 3 or 4 shows.
Yeah.
And that's right now probably the one you hear most people like, oh, I just started this.
Yeah.
And they're always stressed. And like, yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, speaking of a stressful show.
What happened?
Bro. Okay, so this is not a
Have you seen the news?
Have you seen Bloodlines on Netflix?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
What's it about?
So it's about a family in Florida.
Are they witches?
No, not at all. Not
I
at
was
all.
hoping.
Nothing to do with that. Essentially, it's a family that the parents own sort of like this kind of nice beachfront hotel. Right? It's a rather big family. I think it's like 5 kids, and all of them are traumatized, and they've grown up as adults with various types with various types of trauma responses around something that happened when they were young. And it was like a family event that affected everyone in certain ways. And each of them have to cope with a new scenario of a brother that's returning back from, like, they thought he was long gone or long lost or whatever, and he's back and he's causing ruckus in like the family thing. And because of his presence, there's all this stuff that's being uncovered in the family story and whatnot. And the main character is Kyle Chandler, Mr. Coach from Friday Night Lights.
Okay. That guy's in a lot of good shows.
So good, so good.
They can't stop sticking him in good shows.
Man, he's so great. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
The show is so stressful because a lot of it is from his point of view.
Right.
And the level of anxiety that you feel for this character as he is just trying to fix it. And he's probably the most well-adjusted out of the bunch on the surface, right? He just operates better, you know, with whatever he's dealing with on the back end. Yeah. He's just trying to fix it. And people keep fucking it up. And it's just this constant thing, and he just keeps going deeper and deeper into like a place of no return. Dude, it's a fantastic show.
How many seasons?
I think only 2.
Okay, that's a good time to.
Yeah, I think I'll need 2. Let me see if it's still.
The Netflix stuff also doesn't last forever. It's not normally like
No.
a
Okay, 3 seasons.
Bloodline.
3 seasons, and dude, yeah, there's some really good acting in here.
Okay.
What is it? Right? 7.9 on IMDb, 81 on Rotten Tomatoes.
When does Avatar come out? The Last of the Airbenders, the live action. It's a TV show, right?
Avatar: Last of the Airbender.
Yeah.
We already had that show. We already had that movie.
No, there's a TV show coming out on Netflix.
Okay. So when I put in this up, this is showing me this. Here, this is the 2005
What are you searching?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, type in like, Netflix or something or live. Yep. Those are the words. Delayed until 2024 next year.
Who's gonna be in on this?
Dude,
Also,
all click on that link. I think my wishful thinking might be coloring it, but shit, I don't know what this is. Is it a cartoon or is it actually the?
it's gonna be these people apparently.
Well, those are people.
It's gonna be. It's apparently in shooting in Vancouver.
So it is live action.
Yeah, it seems so.
Well, yeah, you can get hybrids. Look, those people look Asianish. Like that girl's a mix. That person's South Korean.
Which one is Zuko?
Probably.
Right or left? I'm gonna go with right because this guy looks like he's
Yeah.
with the goofy guy.
Right.
Right? Look at his face.
And he looks like her sibling.
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
That was good. They were brownish, right? Because they were like they had brown skin tone.
It's so funny that I never thought about their race for half a second until the movie started. People but I don't know. They seemed Asianish.
Yeah, but because they were in the north, you
Yeah.
would think that they were Inuit.
That's what they felt like to
So
me.
that's what I thought too,
Yeah.
right? They're Inuit. They're out there.
They're
They got
doing
seals
Inuit
and
stuff.
They're doing Inuit stuff.
They got Inuit clothes on. They got,
Isn't that weird that Inuits are not like super white, but they got a little bit of brown to them?
What do you mean? Well,
Like
they're
their-
in the
their
sun
skin.
a lot.
Their skin.
Yeah. They don't
Oh.
have any sunblock.
Yeah, but isn't it when you're it's just cloudy? It doesn't mean that it's cold is
Oh.
when you get brown.
Yeah.
Or when you get white.
The UV rays.
Right. It's
You-
just when it's cloudy.
Yeah, you'd barely have any. They're just, when you're out a lot because that's how you get food.
Vancouver.
Mhm.
It's very cloudy there, right?
Mhm.
Oh no, but the summers are really.
I don't know.
You need
how
something
much,
that's
yeah.
like, how much cloud do you need per year to eventually make the people who live underneath the cloud cover to be white?
I don't know if clouds really help that much. I don't know how big of a shelter clouds are from UV rays.
Yeah, but look at the Irish people.
Yeah,
They're super white,
you're right.
transparent, right?
I think it's because.
So much rain.
So maybe, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then for the Inuit, it's very cold, but it's sunny all the time. And not only that, they get double the snow. They get double the sun.
Yeah, I
They get
think
the sun from the top,
Mhm.
and then it bounces off the floor,
Right.
and then they get it from the bottom.
Yep.
Man,
Double the sun.
they're out here being brown.
Yeah.
We could Google all of this, but we're not going to. This is as good as it
it's
gets.
fine.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I was listening to a podcast about how it was like a Dan Flores podcast, and it was about how North America was uninhabited, and then after whatever melted, these people started coming through, and they just started seeing animals for the first time they'd never seen before, like the giant sloth and freaking the giant bear.
Yeah, the short-faced bear, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I was like, wow, that must have been friggin' insane.
Bro, can you imagine going to a place and then seeing a bear for the first time? Like the only other thing you had was raccoons, and then you went to a place and it's that big of a bear.
Well, that's the thing, is that the animals that would be a certain type back home are here, but they're just different.
Yeah.
And
Because big shit happen. Like when in cold temperatures, everything gets bigger. In hot temperatures, they're slightly smaller.
yeah. That's why Canadian,
That's why Canadian everything is big.
Yeah, man. My buddy, one of the people I work with, he's in Idaho, and they just had a bunch of gray wolves introduced, and they're Canadian gray wolves. And he's like, they're just way bigger than anything we've had here, so they're just taking down
I like
bunch
it.
of
I like it. I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good with that. Yeah.
Take that.
I-
1812,
I
baby.
don't, I don't know what it is. Like, obviously, I care about ecosystems and whatnot, but the thought of, uncontrollable wolf packs that are Canadian
Yeah.
kind of makes me feel a little prideful. right? You know what? When they say Canada, when I see a Canada goose, and sometimes you see like an American show, and it's shot in America, and you see a Canadian goose in the background. For some reason, I'm like, like one of us is there too.
Dude, I hate those things, but yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm with you in spirit.
Attack an American.
Yeah,
do it.
Man,
Do
those
it.
things are
They're so loud.
They shit. So are they. But I'm with you. I'm with you. They have them all over New Zealand.
Oh, they do?
I think we gifted them one or a couple at least.
Right.
And yeah, you can just kill them. It's fine. They don't need a permit or anything.
That's fine. I'm okay. I don't need them to be protected.
No,
Because they have teeth on their tongues.
Yeah, that's
Go screw up some Kiwis. Yeah. Also, like the Aborigine Kiwi people. Big, huge, strong people.
Yeah.
Right? So
I wonder how they looked over time. Like, this is how we're seeing them now. Now they're just like...
They're like...
It's just rugby highlights is all we're watching.
I have one ready to go, bro. I have one ready to go. Are you ready for this guy?
Yeah. Oh, is this Senor Gallops? Like that guy who...
oh, yeah.
He gets it going?
Look at him go.
Yo, dude, this guy. Look at this. Oh, my...
That was it.
Wow. Look at this guy. Dude, he didn't try to juke that guy. He just ran through him.
Look at him go.
This one is the funniest. Just split the defense.
Bro, he ran through 3 people.
Look at this. Boom. Get out of my way. But the meanest one is the guy in the green right here coming up. This guy. He didn't even juke him. He just ran. He's juggernaut. I'm the juggernaut. Look, this guy might as well be saying it the whole time he's running. I'm the juggernaut.
The way how he runs, it's weird. It looks like it's got so much power in it because he bobs his head a bit. Look at him go.
The amount of fear that must build up if you're the guy who's like, damn, it's coming.
I just want to see one guy decide to just dive out of the way.
Yeah, like just take like I tried, right? Oh, my hand. He ran right through it. Because you are going to take a toll. Like, you're going to feel that tomorrow. Look at those two gentlemen on the floor. This one guy in blue, he just ran through, and then the guy held his stomach. So right here, I'll show you.
All right,
this guy, I can't even, God bless him.
Yeah.
But he's about to split a defense, and the guy on the left is going to hold on to his ribs for a second. I think that guy right there. See now he's holding his stomach? He's like, ha.
You know what's crazy, right?
Yeah.
This is professional rugby. Everyone over here has earned their place in this rugby team. They're all monsters.
Yeah.
They're all built, solid built, strong, no quit, right? Absolutely, strong specimen humans. And then this guy is doing that to them.
I like that he's wearing a helmet as well. He's one of the few ones. They're not all wearing helmets.
No, it's not.
He's like,
I do this for you guys.
No, but it allows him to like use his head as a weapon. Like he just dips his head down.
Yeah, but it's a leather helmet.
Yeah.
It's more for people not to like break against his head.
All right.
I think he's helping other people there. Look at him go.
It's probably like 250.
Yeah. All muscle.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Might be more.
All right. What do we got 3.
Yeah.
So let me. This one is very short. This one's an easy one.
Dead. Collarbone. They have it from a few angles. Everybody's watching this guy. You think he went out, or you think he was just like, oh no?
I don't know. I don't. It doesn't seem like it was a hard hit to the head, but like
Yasin.
Yeah.
Where was he gonna go? It looks like that's a straight path to a tree. You know?
What I'm saying, that's exactly what I'm saying. Here's the deal, right? Before you do the jump, you look at where you're going to land, right? You should have a mental note saying that, because here's the thing. The tree is only about a foot wide, right?
Yeah.
So you got to go left or right.
Yeah.
Dude,
you're going too fast to go any which way.
He's so dead. Look at this. You know what happened? I think when he landed, he lost his feet.
Yeah, something happened.
Yeah, he was supposed to be able to.
Definitely.
He lost his feet. Yeah, that's why.
He's going way too fast too, because it's not like he just started. He's coming off a jump.
Yeah, right. So right about here,
that's when you're like, shit.
Yeah. And then he lost it, and
he looks right at it. Right here, see if there's any chance he can move from here. Play it again. Oh no, yeah. I mean, you got to be thinking that if this happens, I try to fall to the left,
right.
But like, there's no time for him to really react. And then your collarbone, right? Boom, 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 bam. Look, now you're one with the tree. No one other than like mushrooms have been one with that tree that much. Where some of you is in that tree, and then you're dead. Everybody saw you die.
What I like is there's two people who are recording this. No one even made a sound.
It's happened too quickly, dude. It happened too quickly. And they didn't have the luxury of you and me breaking this down second by frame. Come on.
Good Lord.
Look at his bike. It's mangled up.
No, actually, it held pretty well.
You're right.
No,
It did hold up.
hold on, watch this.
Yo, you know what'd be funny? This is a bike commercial. They're like Huffy.
Actually, you know what? I don't think so. Look, I think this wheel broke off.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, the wheel's off.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, it's not even a bike commercial. The way he falls at the end. God bless him. I hope he's all right.
Like
he's not, though.
Peter Griffin.
Yeah, he's definitely not all right. I hope he's all right, though.
Okay, so with some tree hugging action. Hold on, is this the guy?
Really? Good for him. No.
Yeah, I think so. I think so, dude.
Jeez.
All right, let's shout out this guy. Cole rides bike. Not well. At least not for that one. Let's see what he does over here.
All right. These are good. Well, Cole's out there trying shit, man.
Yeah, he is trying.
You're going to try shit. You're going to hug a few trees. That's what I call trying. Cole likes punk rock music.
That's his third one. All right, big crash the other day off the drop. My
that's the other
crank
angle.
snapped, sending me into a tree. So that's what
The
it
crank
is.
snapped.
Luckily, we're good though. Thanks for helping me out. What's that?
Who? No, this is the other angle.
Oh, this is the other angle.
Oof.
Oh, they're giving us
There's
this.
so many angles. Yo, he ate that tree.
Here, this.
Freaking charging fell. Oh.
All right, he's living the life. This is the lifestyle.
Hey man, sometimes you find a eagle that hunts squalls, and sometimes you find Cole.
Have you seen an elephant rub his eye?
No.
The elephant.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Isn't that adorable?
It's adorable. We got hands. They got that.
Yeah,
We really want that, man.
we really did.
We want.
But then that is so strong.
I know, but we're out here running things.
That's true. And they have to like dodge bullets from poachers and stuff.
Yeah, they're just
It's tough.
we have long memories, and our families get murdered every now and then.
Yeah, it's a tough time.
It's a tough time.
Brother,
Yes.
how do you react if you're the guy on the Sea-Doo in this particular video?
Ooh. So this lady just parked her Sea-Doo. Oh man, this is the one thing you would check. She should be able to jump in, right? But even if you were able to jump in, what then?
She panicked and jumped out.
And now your car's
Now she's like, "Where's my hat?" or something. Like, what is she looking for?
Oh my god. Well, there's nothing for
Look
the
at the
Sea-Doo
look at the
guy to
wipers
do.
working. The wiper's like, "Hey, there's some water in the windshield."
What's he trying to do?
I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, there's nothing for anybody to do. That car's floating, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's slowly sinking.
Wow.
Engine down.
Wow. Well, that's, somebody who panicked, obviously.
Dude, why is she still in the water? Is she crying?
You should,
Just look at the reaction. Here, hold on.
this is where
So
it
she
gets
goes
weird.
and she's like, "You know what? All right, let me bring it back. Hold on. This is the thing that doesn't make any sense here. So it rolls back. She sees it momentarily and then goes, "You know what? Dive out of the way."
You know what? God bless her. It's a full panic situation. Even if she did get in, I think
Yeah.
it's too late, because it goes, that's when it starts, you can see as soon as the back is up, game over, in my
Right.
opinion.
Yeah.
But,
Bro, all-wheel drive though. Maybe you can salvage something.
I think people don't realize that they haven't seen the Instagram videos we have, where you're like, you got to be really careful right here. You know what could happen?
Bro, you know what I remember all the time.
Yeah. Fail Army.
No, not fail Army.
America's Own Funniest Video.
The guy from Star Trek.
Which one?
Guy who
Oh, that one. Yeah, man.
guy who died from his own car,
Victor.
dude.
Yeah.
That guy was great. He was a great actor. He would have had a
Fantastic.
wonderful career.
Yeah.
And he gets out of his car after he had already gone into, I guess, his driveway. He was going to go back to the gate for him to look, check his mail or something.
Yeah.
And he forgot to put his car in park.
Right.
And his SUV just slowly rolls back, gains momentum, and then crushes him against one of the wall. That's it. That's how you go.
I didn't know you can get the car keys out without going in.
No, he probably had it running
Ah.
and then just didn't put it in park.
SubhanAllah, man. Yeah, that one is a bummer.
It is a bummer.
And what a way to go, too. It's
you
not
see,
even like...
You see what happened to Jeremy Renner?
No, not actually. I mean, I made up a whole story in my head.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's funnier than probably what happened because he looked messed up. And we like Jeremy Renner.
We do like Jeremy Renner. Jeremy Renner got messed up.
Man. Yeah, I saw a picture of him. He looked like he got into it.
Yeah, he looked...
Right? He looked like the happening happened.
Yeah.
And he laid down and turned this thing on.
Yeah. Jeremy Renner, there's it says that a truck hit him. It's not a truck. It's like a snowplow blower situation.
One of those with the shovels in the front?
I think so. The accident that broke more than 30 bones in his body.
Are you telling me it shoveled him and then he was in front of it for a long time just rolling?
No. So it is he was crushed underneath the 7-ton snowplow.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He broke numerous bones in the body, suffered a collapsed lung and a pierced liver in the accident.
God.
Okay?
I thought it was a snowblower, which is very different than one of these things, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Body cam video of Jeremy Renner.
Body cam video? He had a body camera?
No. I think this is a cop that's coming on the scene.
Oh my God. He got into that?
Yeah, he got underneath that thing.
Oh my God. Dude, that is so gnarly.
Yeah, watch it.
The dramatic body camera video shows first responders racing to rescue Jeremy Renner after a 7-ton plow nearly crushed the Avenger star to death. Medics are seen providing life-saving aid to Renner as deputies arrive to his Nevada property on January 1st. A critically injured Renner is on the ground with a pool of blood in the snow where he was run over.
Right where his blood is at, that's right where it all
That's not
happened.
even a normal,
Renner's nephew, Alex Freeze, is heard telling deputies that Renner was helping him get that pickup truck out of the snow when Renner got out of the plow to check on him. But the plow kept moving. Freeze says Renner became stuck
Renner was trying to
underneath
help
the
out
plow's
like a
tread
fucking
while trying to
Avenger.
stop it from hitting him.
Got out to tell me something, and then that's when it started coming at me like full force. So
he tried to jump on it?
He tried to jump on it into
And
the
it took
thing,
him under?
and it took
Oh
him
my
under.
God.
One deputy then finding Renner's
That guy's
hat
with me. He's
under
like,
the
did you
plow.
get him under?
Oh, there's his jacket.
Oh, wow. There's, did you get a picture of that?
You get a picture of that?
That's a hat.
His hat was stuck in the tread.
That's his hat.
Renner broke more than 30 bones from his shins to his eye socket, and one rib pierced his liver.
I'm thinking, like, what's my body look like? Am I just going to be like a spine and a brain, like a science experiment?
He told our Diane Sawyer there were times he thought he wouldn't make it.
So I shift the narrative of it being victimized or making a mistake or anything else. I refuse to be haunted by that
Oh my God,
memory
Jeremy
that
Renner.
way.
Yo,
Holy cow.
dude, can you imagine getting like
Mauled.
mauled by a
Yeah,
machine?
by a
Your shin
machine.
broke and your orbital
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
and everything in between.
Your ribs?
Oh,
Yeah, you think you are going to die.
yeah, 100%.
Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner.
All right, next Jeremy Renner movie we got to go support.
Yeah,
This guy got eaten by a machine.
and he was trying to save the other guy that he was trying to help.
Yeah, see, and he's trying to. That's you know what interesting thing is all of these guys try to save people every now and then.
Yeah.
So many of these guys every now and then will try to save somebody. It's interesting. I like it.
It kind of gets into your bones. You're like, you know what? I can't just play one.
Yeah, we're like, oh, I had some training.
This is my
for
opportunity. This is my opportunity to like, you know,
think
solidify my.
They see something happen, they go, action. Just sort of, you know?
Yo, I bet you Tom Cruise thinks like that all
He
the
does.
time.
He's like, action.
Yeah, he probably looks up at the sky and be like, I did good, right?
Yeah, he goes like, it's. Am I going to play Tom Cruise? He just goes in there.
Even the way how Tom Cruise speaks normally.
Yeah.
Did you hear that story about that? So the kid who's supposed to be Goose's son, right? So during the shooting, they spent a lot of time around. I think, yeah, they spent a lot of time around jet fuel, like the airplanes and stuff like that. And so I think for whatever medical reason, he had to go get blood work done. And turned out that he had a certain amount of jet fuel in his blood.
No,
Yeah.
that's a lie, dude.
No, I'm gonna believe it. I'm gonna tell the story.
There's a certain amount of Jeffrey blood. That's all right. There's a certain amount that's acceptable. Another amount that's unacceptable.
So then he goes and tells Tom Cruise because he's like, "This is my opportunity to show off to Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Like, I have literal jet fuel in my blood."
and
right?
then Tom Cruise had an IV going into a car saying, "Oh, I give blood to cars."
And then Tom Cruise goes, "I was born with it, buddy."
I was born with it, buddy.
Tom Cruise, man, he's got the action lines even in his regular life.
I'm glad he exists. I'm glad he's out there, you know?
Oh, I love him.
Yeah.
Thank God. Thank God. Make movies. Make good movies.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Speaking of, have you seen John Wick 4 yet?
No, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go see it next week, bro. I've had wedding on weddings. Actually, I've only had 2 weddings, but they're 1 week apart. And one of them was it's like a wedding of my wife's father's friend's kid, and we're there. And it was nice because you can go to a wedding and not have any responsibility. Like, only responsibility I have is that every once in a while, one of my in-laws' friends would come by, and then he would introduce me. He's like, "This is a very good friend of mine from university."
Yeah.
And then this also is a very good friend of mine from university. Apparently, these are all boys that went to a popular university in India that was called. Can you shout out some names? Do you know any names?
No.
Ah, damn.
I wouldn't know half a university's name. I know the last half of every university's name.
Man, I forgot what it was. But it was a name that I found familiar. Anyway, so yeah, that was it. All I did was just sat there, just said hello and salams and whatnot, and ate food, and then left. But then while I was there, it's like, it's odd that we're here. I know nobody. We're like 4 degrees separated from the bride and groom.
They won't know if you weren't here.
And also, it was the first wedding I've ever been to where I had no motivation for me to go to stage to shake their hands. I don't know them at all.
Yeah.
And I don't think that they would want me to why would they shake my hands?
Yeah,
And
it's
why would I
comfortable.
show up to take a picture?
Yeah, it's like, hey, you eat your food.
You just stay there.
Yeah, you stay there.
And so that was my honest. It was like an odd situation where I was like, all right, cool. I guess this is what we do.
Yeah, man. It's like being in a band, and sometimes you have to play a full instrument. Other times they're like, you just need what? A triangle? You just need not even. You just need to be here and nod to it. Okay. That's
Chew
it.
up.
Yeah, that's
Chew
it. You're just like.
And now you know that the world is healing because there's Indian weddings
Mm-hmm.
that are inviting the this of the this of the this of the this, and
Insane.
that's when you know that COVID is over and the world is healing, and we're showing up to weddings, spending money on some
It's summertime.
gifts and
Summertime of the
here we
city.
go. Yeah, it is. Anyway, what time have we got? Dude, that was a solid 50.
Yep.
That's it, folks. We'll be back in a week. This has been episode 391 of Crash and Flow. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the sun. Summer's here. Good night.
Yo.